Don't think that only Fatima by the door was taken. Hajar and Maryam and Hawa found their ribs broken. How many women fall between the door and wall? From the house of Fatima they heard a roar. It's as if gold fell and shattered the floor. They asked the house, and when they ask, its tears pour. How many women were crushed between the wall and the door? How many women were crushed between the wall and the door? What fell? Even thunder was embarrassed from its sound. What is worth so much that when it fell, it hurt the ground? What made the earth's turn stall between the door and wall? The greatest woman from the Holy Quran cried out in pain and found that their ribs were broken. In tears, holding their ribs, they all asked the question, what happened to the leader of all the women? What happened to the leader of all the women? What fell and what broke? This pain is so unbearable. Were it placed upon a mountain, we would see this mountain crumble. Hearts to our mother crawl. Between the door and wall I saw Hajar running, looking for water, when suddenly she forgot the thirst within her. She felt the pain of the rib of Fatima, as if she is crushed between Safa and Marwa. She heard the voice of her mother. Fatima was hushed between two mountains. The mountain of patience was crushed for her mother. She would call between the door and wall. I saw Maryam still pregnant with her son, hearing the silence of the child within. She cries out as her mother's worries begin. Oh Fatima, what happened to your Muhsin? Oh Fatima, what happened to your Muhsin? I swear, oh Fatima, if you find that your son shall no longer live, don't cry, oh Fatima, my Isa to you I'll give. Child, mother and all were crushed between the door and the wall. I see Hawa with Adam and they wail, saying, what happened to the mother of the veil? I know when I felt in my chest a nail, on her tears the ship of salvation set sail. Tell me why the light from which I took all my shyness left this world in pain, in wailing and in her distress, and her killer stands tall between the door and the wall. It's not just them. I hear the voices of all women are hushed. I hear the voices of every woman is hushed. When into the house of Fatima they rushed. It wasn't just Fatima by the door crushed. It wasn't just Fatima by the door crushed. It wasn't just her veil by fire brushed. Every lover of Our Lady Fatima az-Zahra screams out in pain, hearing of the door and the fire. Nothing broken or small between the door and wall. So don't think that only Fatima by the door was taken. Hajar and Maryam and Hawa found their ribs broken. How many women fall between the door and wall? How many women fall between the door